The Mediterranean region has one of the youngest populations in the world, with 1 in every 3 people being younger than 25 years old.
We are talking about 300 million young people entering the job market in 2050.
The challenge is they don't have a job and they need to create something. And
there's places in the Mediterranean where if you just tell your personal friend and family network you want to be an entrepreneur, you've already failed.
If we go 15 years back, the serial entrepreneur meant that you were a person that was half criminal and had done several bankruptcies.
The most prestigious professors were telling at the first lectures that entrepreneurship is the last career choice that you should take.
That has been changing it a lot.
I think that the context is quite different.
Why do we have to start from scratch if we already have a good example that is working?
Tremendous things have happened by doing that here in Finland.
I'm extremely excited about having the opportunity to be here in Finland because we have a lot to learn from one of the most pioneering countries in the world with respect to youth engagement.
The Finnish welfare society has been built on work and entrepreneurship over the decades. And like I typically say, because we never had too much capital lying around here, the only thing we had is human capital.
Finland has had a thriving entrepreneurial ecosystem that's been driven by students for quite some time. We currently have a lot of different types of initiatives that are run by students, like Slush, for example, and these student-led communities bring fruit to new initiatives every single year.
And if you look at Slush, I mean, that's the biggest and best startup event on the planet. Last year attracted over 3 trillion in venture capital. Young people run it.
There is thousands of people who have contributed what Slush is still today, and it's meant to be a launch pad, similar as many other ecosystem initiatives.
Basically, they're getting all of this formal education just in an informal way.
We give a lot of responsibility to young people. We basically put a lot of resources to the extreme grassroots level.
Grassroots, from ground up. Young people have been really driving themselves. It's not imposed from the government, or there is not the crazy amounts of money that have been poured in.
As a politician, I believe that our role is to empower entrepreneurs, particularly young people.
Everyone has a role to play. It's never just about the school, it's never just about the non-profit. It's a whole combination of different actors playing a role.
Bringing different perspectives together, I think this is absolutely necessary.
I do not like to think of the world in terms of winners and losers. I like to think in terms of enough for everyone to be a winner. We can compete, but we do not need to be polarized into winners and losers.
We need to continue to strengthen the partnerships between the Nordic countries and also the Mediterranean region.
The growing interest of youth for entrepreneurship is also very important in the EU and the Mediterranean region. This provides a fantastic opportunity for youth to engage in their territories.
Empowered youth means not only deeper social cohesion, but also a massive creative potential for the present and the future.
So I think the best time to start being an entrepreneur is probably at elementary school.
You cannot survive today's work life without these entrepreneurial skills.
So it's not about how do I start business, but it is really a mindset.
Education is the foundation that can help create the entrepreneurial mindset early.
Traditionally, university has been seen as the kind of producing the highest level of education and then also the highest level of research. But then kind of the dots have not been connected into the society back. That how does it contribute into the well-being of the society?
And people are working with organization, protesting, being angry, and this is something that I was doing myself of being an angry activist, and I just realized this is just not the right way to do. You have to put yourself in a way where you have power to change something.
There is huge amount of research that can change lives.
You have literally everything to build anything from a needle to a space rocket.
There is so much interesting research made, super talented scientists that are actually tackling these big problems.
There is one thing that I'm really passionate about is kind of that how to take all of the crazily good research out of universities and capitalize on that one, and also get the brightest young, energetic people to work on those, and you should be having a lot of crazy drive to get the things forward as fast as possible.
Obviously, like the model here in Finland we can't just duplicate it to every single country, but something that has worked tremendously well here, and I do believe that can work in a lot of countries around the world, is supporting people that want to solve the toughest problems in the world facing us.
There is still a lot to be done.
I've obviously been an entrepreneur myself, and now I'm just a minister. But maybe one day I will be upgraded again to chasing my dreams as an entrepreneur. You, the young people and entrepreneurs, play a crucial role. Here we have the opportunity to address pressing challenges, share our perspectives, and build a more inclusive and sustainable world.
Young people can really have an enormous role.
Actually, young people are probably the best to solve a lot of the problems.
When we say that we put young people in charge, it really means that we put young people in charge.
You have the passion to tackle the most pressing issues that our society is facing today. Mental health, climate change, well-being of people, and many, many other issues. You guys bring light and you bring hope, even in the darkest moment.
Being able to build a setting where people come together and talk about things is really valuable.
Trust me, this will be a memorable event. It stands out.
Events like this are very good opportunities to learn about what's happening around you, because there's so much good happening as well.
Don't write reports, actually do something.
Stay humble and
always default to action.
See you next time.